I see the translation is starting. Okay. Hi, guys. Hey, everyone. Great to see you all there. Let's give each a minute while people are still joining, okay? Feel free to say hi in the chat. Tell us where you're from and what you do. So, yeah, I see several people. Okay. Always fun to see the so crowd from all over the world. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Igor. Hi, Chris. Hi, everyone. While we are waiting, can someone else share what's your role, ASO, user acquisition, product, or something else? Hi, Maria. Yeah, mostly from ASO field guy, as I see. ASO, okay. Pardon. Hi, Natalia. Hi, Anastasia. Okay. Some connection inside the chat. Okay. So everyone, hi again. Let's start. Just so you know, I'm not a native speaker, so don't be too harsh. This is the format of events RadASO will be running from time to time. We call it RadASO Talks. We have started it in our community, and now we continue kind of webinars outside our community. So today's topic is dedicated to recent changes in the App Store and what we can expect in the future. So what changed and how to stay visible. Let's go on. Just a quick intro. I've been working in ASO for the past 6 years and in digital marketing overall about more than 10 years. Currently, I'm head of ASO at RadASO, and my team's portfolio includes dozens of top-tier apps. These are the ones I can actually show. Others are protected by NDAs. It's a pity, but it's truth. A few words again about us, about RadASO. RadASO is one of the leading European agencies focused on mobile app marketing. And we specialize, as you see, in ASO, paid user acquisition, localization, retention, and so on. We also have the best accreditations and some awards. You can see it for yourself here on our website. And here's what we've got planned for today. We'll talk about how Apple's algorithm has changed, how it affects rankings and visibility, and most importantly, what you can do to adapt. Also, we take a quick look at App Store tags and custom product pages. In the end, you can ask some questions. Q&A session. So here's my questions for you guys. My question, has everyone heard or noticed everything about the June algorithm update in the App Store? Bright, plus, or minus, or just give some reactions. I don't know, some emojis. Anything about June's algorithm update? Yeah. I see crying smile. Yeah, it's true. Haven't heard. Great. Okay. You can write in the chat what you noticed, but I'll continue. For those who haven't heard anything, you're lucky. On June 6th, there was a major update to the App Store algorithm, which hadn't happened, I would say, a long time, maybe more than a couple years. Yeah, maybe less, a little bit. And it mainly affected on English-speaking countries such as the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. The UK isn't on the map because of a bug in Netpeak. But anyway, Europe and Asia hardly felt these changes for today. And this is how RadASO folks who work and who send crying smiles, who work with RadASO and who work with English-speaking markets felt on June 6 and beyond, because there was a massive collapse in ranks after it. But I'm here not just to talk theory or just the facts. I want to show you real data. Here's the proofs. Even big apps like Spotify or Reface saw a clear drop in their search rankings. So, like you see, yeah, I'll highlight it. Also, the same thing happened with Flow or Wish, right? From this update. And for instance, with Preply. And we'll talk about it today. So let's talk about it closer and what happened and why. The orange and yellow bars, as you see, shows positions beyond the top 5 in this chart, right? And that's where we saw the biggest drop. So if your app wasn't in the top 5, you probably felt it only in impressions, but not downloads. This is how it may affect impressions. For instance, both ChatGPT and Flow lost about 5 to 20% of their impressions, which is quite sensitive, I'd say. And the same thing happens with all other major apps. In just a couple examples, just for you. And maybe you guys have the answer why. So what do you think? What was the reason, right? Write it if you have heard anything. Text to the chat, please. I see some answers already. Or not? Less relevant keyword, lost visibility. Okay, it's one option. What next? What changed? What do you think? Or what did you hear? Maybe Apple tried to give opportunity to the new apps. Nice theory. Interesting. Search, yeah, Lubov is writing search suggestions changes as well. Yeah, they changed, but it's not the reason. But night hypothesis, okay, something AI related, right? It's closer. Yeah, let's go. So why did this happen? Could it be because of screenshots? Maybe you heard, maybe not, that we had some rumors in RadASO community recently that Apple's AI has started indexing text from screenshots, like just Google Play does. But nope, we decided to test it. We looked at many apps, but didn't find really strong evidence of it. For example, if Apple was indexing captions, this app should be ranking for this text shown on its screenshots. And so it should be indexing by import from any source. This text is large, clear, and easy for AI to read. But it's not indexed. Or second example, the same situation. This app doesn't indexed by fill out forms, isn't indexed by these phrases. Okay, fill out forms. What do you think? And or this name. The next theory was, what about the description? Could that be the reason? Because there was another rumor, and I know that you are waiting for it, that Apple started indexing the full description, like on Google Play. But that's not true either. We tested too, and the results were clear that it doesn't get indexed. We reviewed 10 plus apps, tested to our own apps, and we added some precisely new keywords in our description, and it doesn't work. So for instance, the keyword used only in the description aren't ranking, but they should rank if they indexed. At this point, we started digging deeper and looked exactly like this. Perhaps you are in the same situation right now. We realized then that we needed to understand what fundamentally changed in the algorithm. And my colleague, Vadim Lysenko, SO specialist at Vachanga, was actually the first to post about this. Let's look on this deeper. He gave us the first clue about what had changed exactly. We decided to go even deeper, and we analyzed what's really happening. So the key point that Apple now picks a main keyword for each search term. They rolled out like a new AI-based algorithm that tries to identify the most important word in complex search terms, search phrases. And then it ranks result mostly based on this on that keyword. If your app if your app has the main keyword in the title, you probably will likely rank higher. I'll talk about it later. Also, I'll show you more. And for one word keywords like calendar, Netflix, or Duolingo, things haven't changed much. But when it's complex keyword or like combo branded plus generic keyword, the rankings can get weird or just changed. And I'll show you why. Let's look at few examples here. First, the keyword leadership. The results mostly focus on the word laser from it. All the apps marked with a red line here and further started ranking after the algorithm date. So it's just a new apps that I marked, right? Just to notice it. So laser in the title here. Business planner. Again, the results are driven by the word planner. Sometimes they appear in the subtitle, but basically mostly in the title. Or take practical AI. The algorithm sees AI as the main keyword and ranks apps accordingly to this keyword. All these apps on this screen just new. So that's why we're seeing completely new results here. But I have some more interesting examples for you. In some cases, Apple doesn't just pick one main keyword. It can highlight two or more keywords. One of them still carries like more weight, but all of them influences the search results. So again, these main keywords are what actually determine how apps rank in short phrases, in short complex phrases, with, I mean, from 2 to 5 words. Let's look at a few examples again. Eva learning English language. Here, Apple seems to focus on both learn and English. And again, we see why. Next, JumpSpeak language learning. We saw a clear boost for the keywords learn and language here. So again, it's a new apps that I highlighted. And one more, Decay AI home design. In this case, the keywords home and design like got stronger, especially in apps that have them in the title again. Maybe you don't see this like small parts of my screenshots or inside mockups, but you can believe me. So as you can see in complex search terms, some words are used and some are ignored. On this slide, I've gathered a few really curious examples where Apple algorithm splits or reshapes the keywords. First, Go Team Up. I really like this example because Apple splits it into 2 words, team and up. So again, in the top 10 here and further, we can see definitely new results, just new apps there. So Apple split these keywords by words inside it, right? Next, AI coloring page generator. Here, the algorithm highlights AI and color, so skipping the ing part and going for the root of word instead. And more. Maybe the weirdest case. The keyword Boston in the US. Apple just takes post from the middle, right? And it shows a bunch of unrelated apps like New York Post. So it's clearly irrelevant, right? And interesting situation with free keywords. It's keywords like app and game. These free words can now cause, I would say, real chaos in search results. Take the term Flow app. My colleague Vadim noticed it. Apple sees app as the main keyword. And suddenly you get results like H&M, Belk, Familio, Louis Vuitton, and so on. So again, not relevant apps for this like branded keyword, right? Branded search term. Same thing with Telegram game. The word game is highlighted by Apple, and now you can get a random mix of games completely unrelated to Telegram. So these examples show irrelevant apps because and like how Apple picked a generic word as the main one. But if your search term has 3 or more words, so not just 2, right? The results tend to be more accurate. So how do we adapt to these changes? I know all these changes probably sound a little bit scary, and you're probably thinking, so how do we work with all this now? But this was you a minute ago, and will be you in 15 minutes after. Let's walk through the key steps, what to review, what to adjust, and how to rethink SEO approach to stay visible and comprehensive. Step 1, we need to understand the new search result logic. So you understand the main point around main keyword, right? But we also have to know how the search results are generating for now. Top 1 and 5. These apps have very strong performance, even without the main keyword in the title. They can due to this, they can still rank high. Why? Thanks to conversion rate. So high conversion rate apps here. So yes, conversion rate, CR, still matters. That's why strong creatives and optimized title subtitle are still a key here. Top 5, 10. This is where we see the best results when your title includes all main keywords, especially like the main one. Apple gives this setup maximum priority. Top 10, 20. Here, the title usually includes just the one main keywords. Just the one main keyword, sorry. But not all important ones. So, for instance, if we have, like in previous example, several keywords, several main keywords. In this example, we probably will see only one of them in the title. Top 20 and beyond. And at this point, the title contains only secondary keywords, not the main one. So ranking priority drops to medium or low here, I would say. And top 30 and beyond. Apps, here is the apps that don't have any important keywords in the title, usually these apps with low or zero indexing by them. So this understanding, this isn't a strict rule, of course, but based on our RadASO research, this is the general trend we are seeing after this Apple's update. All right, so how do we actually adapt our SEO strategy to all of this? Second step, it's to understand this main keyword, to find this main keyword and to use it in the title, right? It's just in general and go deeper. First, check the search results for your target keyword. Check the top 5 to 30 apps and see which word appears most often in their titles. It can be one word, it can be a couple words. That probably is the main keyword or keywords that Apple is focusing on. Next, make sure to include that keyword in your title, either your main localization or via cross-localization if we're talking about English US, because we have so many cross-localizations there, right? So the title, it matters most. And the title was always important, okay, but now it's even more important to add the main keywords there. Then use that keyword to support longer phrases, and related terms. So just cover all your other semantic core list of keywords with these main keywords. So it's usually did it previously, but now we just have to highlight on like these main keywords which we want to focus on. And finally, don't worry too much about other languages. So this logic mostly applies to English-speaking countries only for now. And again, if you're unsure how to find that main keywords or keywords, again, just open the search results and look at the titles in the top 30. Probably, and find the words that repeat most often. That's probably it. So in this example, this keyword is repeated most often in the title in the top one. These keywords, English and learn. So, and we decided that they are probably the main one, the main two. And probably we have to use them in our title to improve our ranks. Step 3, let's talk about branded keywords and why they don't matter as much anymore. Apple is clearly trying to, well, okay, it's kind of, it's a little bit of clickbait, right? I mean, this headline, brand keyword don't matter anymore, but Apple is clearly trying to stop from using competitor brand names in the keyword field. Now, if someone searches for something like IKEA, home, smart, Apple might completely ignore that you added IKEA. So, and in your metadata, I mean, in your keyword field. And it will use only home smart. And in brand, so in general, in brand plus generic keywords, the brand isn't the main keyword usually. So Apple focuses only on the generic word, like home or design, and ranks apps with good conversion around it. So see more examples. Again, home smart from IKEA home smart, AI from Practica AI, Amazon Chase, Chase from Amazon Chase, Duolingo Spanish, just Spanish, Planner 5D, Apple uses Planner. So what does that mean for you? Basically, adding a brand name like IKEA or Amazon will only help if someone searches just for that brand, just for IKEA, just for Amazon, just for Duolingo, not for longer combinations that included. So not for situations when we have brand plus generic keywords. Take a look. The top 5 hasn't changed there. Oh yeah, now you can see it. The top 5 hasn't changed there, basically. So mostly strong performers with high CR, I would say. But after that, after top 10, you see a mix of old and new apps, and search results are completely reshuffled. And more example, I really like this example with Practica AI. So it's a Practica AI before update. And here you are, completely new search results after that, after the top 10. So some of them inside top 10, and after them after top 10. For instance, you can see Grok here, some other AI's apps. So definitely, so in general, just new results here. So I guess and other apps who were previously after top 5, right? Again, they probably still are using Practica inside their keyword field, but after this update, Apple just ignores it. Ignored and still ignores. If it's a one brand, then everything is fine. No noticeable changes. This sometimes, so yeah, flow before, flow and flow after. And we checked several other apps, branded terms and generic terms, by the way. So if it's, let's say, if it only one word brand or generic term, usually it probably it didn't change. Changed. Didn't change. Yeah, and but if sometimes it changes, but generally no. This sometimes happens with brands with 2 words, but rarely. I mean, this unchanging situation. Basically like this. And now let me walk you through the main takeaways from this update one by one. First, the most important thing, that Apple now assigns 1 or more main keywords to every search term. This is the words that carry the most weight. And if your app includes them in the title, you're more likely to rank higher. Second insight, that Apple clearly prefers simple words. So instead of sleeping, it will use just sleep. Instead of tracked, it's just track. Learning, just learn. So you got it, I guess. Search, that the algorithm is now really good at splitting complex words. So if someone searches for something like unfriend finder, and it's really a case, because we have this keyword, we have this suggestion unfriend finder, and we have several apps around it. Apple breaks this phrase unfriend finder, breaks it down, I mean splits it, and focused only on the main parts, on the let's say meaningful parts for Apple. In this case, it is friend. So from unfriend finder, it's just friend, the main keyword, not unfriend, not finder, just friend. Fourth, that the power of brand terms became lower. They just don't carry the same impact as before, as you saw on the previous example. So we, in general, we can still use them in our keyword field, and we have to do it, but it will work only by this one word, like Flow or Duolingo or ChatGPT. So, but we will have problems if this brand have several words and etc. The next point, that this update only applies to English language. It primarily targets English-speaking countries, English language countries, not English language apps. Sorry, English language countries there. Why? Because Apple's AI can only really understand. Why? The answer is really simple. Because Apple AI can really understand only English language. So for today, Apple knows well enough only it, and only from English language, Apple can choose the main keyword properly. So if you're working with apps for other languages, no need to panic. You are safe for now. I mean, other regions like Germany, French, and so on. So the old logic, the old algorithm is still working there, but it can change after some period when Apple learn other languages, not only English. And finally, the famous first release boost in the App Store isn't what it used to be. I mean, your app will still appear in suggestions based on its title for about 5 days, maybe about it, but it won't be ranked number 1 anymore using new algorithm logic. And I posted a really interesting, insightful post about it in my LinkedIn this week. You can read it deeper and with several examples from our colleague. Here's one of the biggest highlights from WWDC 2025 regarding RadASO. Apple announced a new glass design, and maybe you heard about it. But don't worry, I'm not getting into that today. Let's just leave it there, like meme, and get back to RadASO. App Store tags. Apple now uses AI and human review to create tags for each app based on its metadata, features, category, and content. So basically, metadata and category. These tags basically show up on the app page and can be managed in App Store Connect. And Apple have already released it. Maybe you know about it. So and they already help improve search and relevance. They tested it previously. So for example, if someone searches AI chat, Apple can show apps with matching tags. Here you can see, here you can see like official example how it works, how it looks inside App Store Connect. And a couple words around it. Apple is also testing tag filters in the App Store. It looks like separate categories that will appear by tags. So, for example, in the health category, and tags will also display it under the app icon and rating and search results. So some of this functional we already have, some not. But probably we will get it for all features to the end of this year. Usually they start this updated this updates, imported updates in the fall, but today we see it in the summer. It's a really rare situation. Custom product pages for organic results. Apple, again, also has already released it, but not fully, yesterday. So let's talk about something. Let's talk about it more deeper, because it's a huge deal for RadASO. Custom product pages are finally available for organic search. Previously, it worked only in Apple Ads. You know about it, I guess. And the same logic works for organic search, but not precisely the same. So you can use your CPPs to organic keyword traffic, not just ads or external sources. Here, how it works. You can assign a specific set of keywords, to custom product page right in the App Store Connect. We've already have a new section there. You can just open your App Store Connect and see it. So when users search for one of those keywords, for instance, like workout, they land directly on your custom product page. So now you can create like several target pages for keywords like, I don't know, home workout, document scanner, home AI, and so on. So even for competitors' brand terms, just use them from your keyword field. And you will show up in organic results after that. Yeah. So why we should do it? Why RadASO specialists need it? It will help you improve your conversion rate. And maybe you tried it already in custom store listings inside Google Play. So it's kind of the same. But for now it works, I would say, worse. because we can only choose keywords from keyword field. So existing only keywords that existing there. But you can choose multiple keywords to one CPP, like several. And the latest news that selected keywords will work together with other part of your metadata, title and subtitle, and other keywords from keyword field. I mean, if you use, for instance, like here, outdoor trekking, okay, if someone searches, if someone looking for a keyword like exercise, workout, I don't know, or exercise trekking, or exercise, outdoor exercise, right? So probably this user will see your custom product pages because you use part of it, you like tagged, you choose part of it inside App Store Connect. We are still testing this process, and probably maybe it will change. I would say it definitely should change after some period, but for now it works like this. And okay, well, my friend Leo and these guys sincerely applauds you for listening to my presentations. I try to be shorter, try to describe all in short format, in simple words, and hope you found it useful. Thank you all, and good luck with your promotions and ASO. Bye-bye, everyone.